Don't encourage him. What up, Nightshade? Dude, what up, chatters? Somewhere beyond the sea. Hello. The head doesn't look as bad as anymore, so we're back to face cam. Music can be a little lower. Don't. For only day one was really bad. Now it's fine. It's a little bit like my forehead's a little swollen. It's never really like that round. Um, they cleaned it up today, and then they applied fusidin. Fusidin, like an antibiotic. When they were cleaning up the top area, I had no pain, like the recipient area, but the donor area, when they were touching that and like scraping the scabs off, that was a little painful. I wanted to do this A2DP. Known to drop LDAC under certain. Oh, why? Guess no LDAC for this device. Max is 48 kilohertz. Dual channel versus stereo. Joint stereo. What's that? What's the difference? Sounds good, Nature dude. Joint stereo versus dual channel. Separately, completely independently. Provides most natural. Compression technique. Usually encode the mid channel, the center. Highly efficient. Dual mono. Two separate signals. Base bandwidth. So just do stereo? I'll just keep it. I don't want to fuck with it. Maybe. Fuck it, let's do stereo. Reconnect. Okay. Okay. And then now I should be able to. Atlas, not my keyboard. Now. Now. Pam, pam, pam. Okay. Keybinds work. We have 28, 48. Nice. It's where I want. Okay. What else did I want to do? Stop it. Yo, Zeno. Good day to you, sir. How are you, Zeno? How the kitties? I found a cool new channel today. We'll watch their videos in a bit. They're called Usagi Electric. Maybe I butchered the name. Watching all of these retro stuff and retro gaming modders and these people that maintain old tech, it's been a lot more refreshing than keeping up to date with the current ongoings. It's all AI. Mainframe stuff, I guess. No, they do all sorts of stuff. With just really, really old computers. I wonder how they get their hands on this stuff. Old school tech, heavily on vacuum tubes, build computing circuits based off of the legendary machine of yesteryear, only with a slight modern twist. All the tubes will be operating with very low voltages on the plate, making the project safe and easy to follow along with. Hello, Gygaxium. Good to see you, Gygaxium. How's your weekend going? Yeah, I think I have a little bit more to go with methods. I probably gonna skip the exercises. Chill till later tonight, have some time nice. And then we'll get to generics. I won't do generics today. We'll go direct into Batman. Okay, we did type switches. So with type switches, here we have a function called do that takes in I, which is an interface type. We have a switch case V that takes in the type. In the case of an integer, we print integer. In the case of string, we print the string and the length in terms of bytes. In the case of we do not know what the type is, we say we don't know the type, and we print the value. It just says type true. What? I do not know about the type bool. Oh, it prints the type of. Okay, it doesn't type true. Okay. Neat. Did they use intertype checks, type switches in here? Or they didn't? think after we finish tour of Go, we'll look at the examples as well. One of the most ubiquitous interfaces is stringer, defined by the format package. Type stringer. Interface. What? Stringer is a type that can describe itself as a string. The format package and many others look for this interface to print values. Okay. Um, we have a person struct takes in name and age. We define what do you call it? A value receiver, a function like a method. Sorry, a method. Person string is okay. P name, P age. Okay. A is Arthur Dent, 42. Z is Zaphod Bill Brox, 9,000. He's that old in the book? I didn't know Arthur was 42. Damn, okay. Okay, but how does this relate to what they just described here? Dun, 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 dun. Stringers. Make the IP address type implement stringer to print the address as a dotted quad. What? Implement a string method to IP address. Oh, so a stringer is a default interface. So when you set that up and you try to print a string for a type, and when you do implement it, okay. So add a string method to IP address. Here we take host map IP address. I don't even know how I'm going to approach this. Um, all right, I'm just going to guide me through this step by step. The goal when IP is printed, it should like instead of that. Yeah. So notice how host is a map. Okay, the goal when IP is printed, it should look like that instead of that. Name IP. Okay. Recall how format stringer works. Types that implement control how they print with V and S. The interface is type stringer interface. Any type with the string method automatically works with format printing. So you must add a method with receiver IP address named string that returns a string. Okay, so far so good. Define the string method on IP address. In the same file below IP address, 4 bytes, add the method. User receiver name IP or anything. Oh, I can do IP, yeah. To access the 4 bytes. Oh, yo, penguin. Hi, penguin. So, why D? Oh, because that's decimal. This converts each byte into decimal and joins them with the dots. Okay. IP 1 dot P2 IP 3. That's it. Nope. Unexpected Y. Oh, nice. Errors. Go programs. Stop. What are you doing? You're going to tear my cables apart. I got it. Thanks, Nashidur. Go programs express error state with error values. Error type is a built-in interface similar to format stringer. Type error interface. Oh, okay. So if you have an error string, that's like implementing that interface. As looks for the error interface when printing value. Functions often return an error value, and calling code should handle errors by testing whether the error equals nil. What functions return an error value, and calling code should handle errors whether the error equals nil. I error string conversion 42. What is atwa? A toy? If error does not equal nil, couldn't convert number. Or return. Okay. A nil error denotes success, a non-nil error denotes failure. Okay. ASCII to int. Oh, it y. Interesting. Okay. Package main. Import format time. Fuck, I hate dealing with these date time libraries. Okay, type my error struct when time dot time what string. I'm lying. Not func. So we have e, which is a pointer to that type. Okay. Error string. Return sprint f at this at when and what. Okay. V is value, S is what? Um how do I get the whole list? Why can't I fucking hit enter? Value in default format, go syntax representation of the value. Type of the value, a literal percent sign, word true or false, boolean. Base 2 character, base 10, base 8 octal, base 8 with 0 prefix, single coded character. Okay, what is S? S is just uninterrupted bytes of the string or slice. Double coded string, safely escape with Go syntax. um. Okay. Hey, stop touching the keyboard. The fuck did you do here? Was there an S? There was no S. Okay. So value and string. Run error reference to the type time now, and it didn't work. Okay. If error is equal to run and error is not equal to nil, print the error. Okay, what is supposed to happen here now? If error is equal to run, no, if it's not is equal to, it's you assign run, right? And then error is not equal to nil, print the error. The error is not equal to nil. So we have an error. So it will print the error. Yeah, it didn't work. So if I do equal equal, I think that's how you assign it, right? Okay. It won't print the error. Okay. Copy your squirt function from the earlier exercise and modify it to return an error value. Should return a non-nil error value when given a negative number, as it doesn't support complex numbers. Create a new type or a negative squirt and make it an error by giving it an error string. Okay. Um is negative. Um what is E? Error. Didn't work. Let's take this in here. Return 0, nil. I don't get it. The way you look at me. Oh. Very extraordinary. No one is equal to nil. Yeah. Good news to you is more than just a game for two. I'm gonna get walked. I'm gonna get that just shit talking only. Walk me through this, please, BBG. You're on exercise, blah, blah, blah. Make square, return an error, create custom type, blah, blah, blah. Starter code looks like this, blah, blah, blah. Keep the function behavior for negative inputs. Yes, okay. I thought of this. Z, if Z is less than 0, will return a real error soon. Oh, so return 0 nil. Return 0. Temporary, just return X and nil so it compiles. Oh, it'll return nil for the error. Right. Right. Return 0 empty dot. Yeah, they do it string, but they're recommending I use error F. Okay. And then yo nil pointer. He asked me to copy it, but it's very different. Anyways, I'll just do this. So it fucking compiles. Cannot be a negative. Okay. Who is always? Who do you think? It's not only in this channel. Readers, the IO package specifies the IO reader interface, which represents the read end of a stream of data. The Go format standard library contains many implementations of this interface. Dude, it's insane watching Togglebit do his thing. I asked him how long. You like the number 600? I asked him how long he's been doing Rust for. Yo, what up, Gatuno Neptuno? Asked him how long he's been doing Rust for, and he said almost 10 years now. Oh, that's the auto timeout length. Free Palestine. Oh yeah. The IO package specifies the IO reader interface, which represents the read end of a stream of data. The Go standard library contains many implementations of this interface, including files, network connections, compressors, Yeah, Toggle. He's a very entertaining streamer too. I don't know. He's like I like his I don't give a shit mentality as well. And he seems like he's had a wild past that sometimes shows up on stream. Okay. Go standard library contains many implementations of this interface, including files, network connections, compressors, all of his things with rant. Yeah. So I like his rants. IO reader interface has a read method. Read populates the given byte slice with data and returns the number of bytes populated and an error value. That doesn't go on a torrent. Yeah. Does he do contracting work outside of streaming? I want like because I know he's based in Europe. I don't know where in Europe, but he streams during my work time. It's definitely not a day job. I didn't want to prod. Stream ends. End of file error. End of file is a contract or W2 equivalent. He consults. I've never seen him touch an LLM once, which is like really based. I can't. Yeah, they're pretty decent search engines. Like Google's done a good job lately with search. And Twitter too, like searching Twitter through Grok is much better than searching using the search engine. The new House of L on brain rot. Go 4 is so elegant. Um, I'm trying to get used to it. It's quite different from what I'm used to. There's a new House of L. I want to watch this video badly. It's going to be short, 4 minutes, but this guy's channel seems really neat so far. Does Wall Street do drugs anymore? What the heck? There's a new good work video. Logic bricks. Oh, there's also a new Kai Lentet video. Yeah. I don't watch YouTube videos on my phone because I don't have premium. I don't want to pay for premium. But it is worth it. It's a worth it subscription. If YouTube had high res music, It's just that the discovery, music discovery on YouTube is not as good as Spotify. Um, oh, she's covering the World Cup. All her videos are like recent videos are her main channel is politics. Oh, wait, this is her same channel, right? Wait, there's another channel, Project Nimbus. But Google. Wait, which channel was I watching then? Oh, House of L AI. AI tries does something horrifying to human thinking. Yeah, separating channels is the way to go if you want the reach. Fortunately, everything I do is like against the algorithm, which I don't care about. I don't really mind. I was thinking about this earlier today. Like, I am really leaning against whatever the algorithm wants me to do to to put myself out there. It's good in general. I think there's a need for everything. Um, I don't mind political content, but there's been like a trend where people are using political content, but the instead of like focusing on the issue at hand, it's become like drama against creators covering certain issues, and like it's just like about the two people who are on different sides of the issue, like beefing with each other instead of like talking about the issue at hand. That's what I don't like. um Not really contributing to the conversation. Fucking jeans lady tried to make money, become a hoe for the numbers real quick. Oh, I I can feel like if I had more time, I definitely like put some effort into focus more on bettering themselves and the people around them. Um, there's some truth to that, but then some people just grow up in environments where like you don't even have the time to better yourself. Like if you're put in a room that's burning, you the only thing you can do is complain about the circumstances, and you don't even have access to put the fires out, to water to put the fires out. So the best you can do is vent, and then like people from the outside watching in um could do something about it. But yeah, there is some truth to that. There's a lot of nuance. Berba. Ah. All right. Let me make a little bit more progress on this. Them aren't bettering themselves and their people around them. That's that's the political game, right? Where people are trying to like gain power. But I think like there's politics in everything. There's politics in the workplace. There's politics in the family. The the umbrella word politics is kind of been tainted to like the Senate and people who try to rise up the ranks, and a lot of them to use it for their own personal gain, and then the people at the bottom get affected. But yeah, I can see like why when yeah, the governmental politics is a lot of bullshit. That's true. That's that's all bullshit. And corporations, yeah. And a lot of people do. There are people who just make content, political content for entertainment purposes, which I don't like. And the algorithm does reward that. Um, there might be value in it because it raises awareness for certain things. But then at some point, it just gets centered around the person creating the content instead of the issue at hand. And then people build some sort of parasocial bond with that creator. They're not willing to take any criticism. Mm, 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 mm. I'm not really well versed, or I like haven't studied enough political science, but I do like consuming it. And the best I can do is just refer to other voices. Like I like I don't really bring it up on stream because I don't know. I feel like I have my geeky interests and I want like I don't want to dismiss like anyone's voice if they want to bring up a cause that they care about. Like feel free to do so, but I don't want my voice, my opinion to be the final say because they're all half baked. I'm willing to entertain a conversation. Um, but the best I can do is like refer to another creator that I like that talks about that content, that issue well. For example, like when it comes to the censorship stuff and the the force IDing, the age verification stuff, I'd refer you all to Taylor Lorenz. When it comes to South Asian politics, genocide of Tamils in Sri Lanka, Elam Tamil cause, I'd refer you to um, Arun Annau, who's live right now. Um, for Palestinian cause, there are plenty of creators and voices. Um, but yeah, there's so much happening, and me being hooked. Like as much as I do like to keep myself as informed as possible, reading about that stuff really makes my blood boil, and I'm bipolar. I can easily ruin my whole week just thinking about that stuff. Censorship is great. The politicians know what's best for the people, right? Yeah. But I do like I do consume news from all like sides of the spectrum. Like I'll go to CNN, Fox News, I'll go to Al Jazeera, blah blah blah. But I like independent creators too, independent outlets too. Um, but since I'm in the Twitch world, um, I'm slowly discovering smaller political streamers. The bigger ones are like so over their heads. Like there's just like Hassan and Asmongold who heavily rely on each other to stay relevant. Um, it feels like whenever they're trending on Twitter and Threads, blah blah blah. It's just them be. It's just I don't know. There's some like parasocial bromance going on with between the two where they rely on each other and like it's beyond the issue at hand. It's weird. My Twitter like out of the box is a lot of politics. You have to really like put effort into fine tuning your algo. Um, there's good and bad with like joining Teapot, which is where like it's how I got to know a lot of people within Prime's community, like Code Girl, Nightshade Dude, Defy Us, Prime. Like when you join that circle, it gets kind of fun, and you know, it's like a one big global Discord channel where you're all like in the same cluster, and you discover like people with similar interests. But it takes time to build this. Otherwise, out of the box, like your Twitter timeline can be a little bit of a nightmare. Um, what the fuck is? Yeah. This is kind of weird, eh? EU implementing this, withdrawing from sub. So what do I do here? Okay, strings. New reader. What does make do again? Make go. Allocation. There's an initialized ready to use instance of the data structure itself. Okay. It says, give me that heap space. I might use it beyond this function. Okay, nice. 4. And read B. Print the value, the error. What's B? Okay. The allocated space. If hits the end of file break. Bruh. So we just did a 4, but what are we looping against? Is this a while? How does this work? N8, right? Forever, okay. 6, 0. Why does it decrement? Hello R. Oh, my condition for breaking out of it. Okay. So are we printing out 8 bytes at a time? N read B R dot read. What does the read function do again? Populates the given byte slice with data structures. Data and returns the number of bytes populated and an error value when the stream ends. Okay. Hello, reader blank. That emits an infinite stream of ASCII characters. Okay, I'm not going to deal with that. A ROT13 reader. Bruh, these are all exercises. Package images. Define the image interface. Type. Image interface. Color model. Bounds rectangle. Are the readers or buffer of some sort? Read is taking 8-byte chunks of that. Yeah, that's what I understood. At x comma y int. Like Space Traders, yeah. Oh wait, Space Traders was the one you were referring to? The other one was artifacts, right? Space Traders API. This is the one. I was actually going to ask you about this before. I forgot about it. But I think artifacts is a little bit easier because there's like a visual um representation of what's happening. Oh, they have seasons. Interesting. Has its story. Seasonal service system. ADHD versus squirrels. All right. But you made it so far. Made it this far with all of that. Might have been a strength. Um Type, image interface, color model. I I really don't know. Maybe I need to properly get myself diagnosed. But one thing that gets in the way for me learning new things is like if the stakes are not high, it's hard for me to like lock in. Um and if I am learning something for the sake of learning, I'm like very perfectionistic. Like I refuse to want to work on like brute force my way learning like a programming language by starting a project without learning all of the syntax. Yeah. But like I was thinking about this earlier today. Like how although like because work wants me to like produce so much within a little time and then I'm just using because everyone else is using LLMs to produce slop. I'm just using LLMs to produce slop. It's a little bit of like a liberation now. Like I can just learn for the sake of learning without having to rush myself. Just enjoy like learning and appreciating like what was built before. Um, Type, image interface, color model, bounds at x, y, int color dot color. Rectangle return value of the bounds method is actually an image rectangle as the declaration is inside. Yeah, package image are also interfaces, but we'll ignore that by using predefined implementations, color RGBA and color RGBA model. When those people were like operating on my head for the hair transplant, my head is back. Yeah. I mean, it's not looking too bad today, right? So I thought I'll just bring it. No PNG tuber. Yeah. I don't know. I feel really weird being streaming without like keeping my face. Cause like the day before, or was it yesterday, when I had the PNG tuber, I couldn't express myself as well as I do on camera. Like there's a lot of like hand gestures. All of that is lost with my PNG tuber. Um, it's just like a moving head. And it's kind of why I prefer watching faces over VTubers and PNG tubers. I think there's a lot of expression that gets lost um with PNG tubers end up as VTubers. Yeah, VTubers is like next level. They have more. They have the face tracking and everything. They can do a lot more. Much was better before the internet 24/7. I think like Twitch is kind of anti, like against the algorithm. There's a lot of human element um in live streaming that gets lost in pre-recorded content, like YouTube and TV, because there's a lot of the imperfections are hidden. Um, with Twitch, you get to see like, I don't know, you get to experience what someone's like more. Um, and then like, yeah, there's the content that we're dealing with at hand, but then we get to go on like, I encourage, like, I don't really mind it when you guys sidetrack. I actually encourage it. Another streamer who is in software and game dev that I kind of been enjoying watching lately is Maya Rayner. I should raid her sometime soon, but I don't think I'm really live. Is she live? Oh, Maya is live. Dude, I hope I can get the chance to raid her today. But she really encourages just talking about random stuff while she does her thing. Um, this can't do that. We have no good solutions, even if we have emotes. Yeah. Um. Then want to be you feel like you want to talk more shit about tech companies than you want to be professionally associated with. You can let it out, Zeno. You can go for it. But then even after like the algorithm doesn't suggest who you want to watch next, I get to decide who I rate you guys into. There's a lot of human within Twitch. That's why I like prefer spending a lot of time here. The other platform I like is Discord. Um, although that has been slowly been like enshittified. They're making it really hard to use the Discord UI. Um, because you can just have like a big VC running at all times. There are all sorts of people just hanging out, doing something or the other, while like being able to um have people to talk to while they're doing something. But yeah, there's the dark side to it, like what Christopher was saying before. Internet was 24/7. Talking to people randomly, um, going out and meeting people. Doing that now, like out of the blue, without like the internet being the medium at which we get introduced to each other, is like a lost art, because you could just like strike up a conversation and people would be interested to talk to you. But now, like, why would I the mentality is, why would I want to talk to some rando when I have access to like people that I am already familiar with on my hand, like on my phone? um Not that like you can't do that anymore. It's just like there's a lot of friction. um Also, dating is weird, especially since dating apps came out. um like, people wouldn't really put effort into dating people that they know IRL, because they just have like access to people that they can talk to after a swipe. I've always had trouble. Like the thing about me is if I'm attracted to someone, it's not just like aesthetics and how they look. I need to be able to like get to know what their deal is before I know I want to like take them out. All of the success I've had on dating apps is because I right swiped on people I knew in real life. So the people I've dated on dating apps are all people I knew from meeting at like in the workplace or like in the friend group. And like they right swipe me back. And the only thing I had to do is, hey, you want to go for coffee sometime? We didn't have to like go through that awkward back and forth. It was like, okay, you want to go out for coffee sometime? Like, yeah, deal, let's do it. We already know, like, okay, we vibe with each other. The world was more like a dungeon crawler game before the internet became 24/7. You had to gather information using books or buying the right magazine. Now everything's available. Actually, less fun. Yeah, yeah. Had to buy a 30 week 34 magazine with the name blah 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 to find cheat codes. There is still a lot of information that you can't find on the internet, surprisingly. Um, and to find that kind of info, you have to go that dungeon crawler path. Oh, I should not touch my head. 1 second. I'm saying this from first-hand experience because I worked at the library system, right? Queen's Library. And they had like how many different buildings? One, two, three, four, five, six different buildings. And there are people still checking out books, checking out archives from magazines and newspapers from the 50s, 60s that weren't digitized yet. So I had to like go down to the archives, find microfiches, microfiche, these things. They're so tiny. And put them under like a microfiche machine and then take a picture. And even now, archiving is difficult. Like the Internet Archive does their best, but a lot of the publications they paywall their articles. Even if you buy like, and they're all subscription based, right? So you're not buying like when you buy a newspaper or an archive, the in the past, like you have the physical medium and you can do a lot with it. You can like, take pictures, you can digitize it, but now it's all digital. um they could they can make edits without you knowing, and you wouldn't even have a trail of like what edits were made. And um they can completely take the article down. When I tinker with Apple 2 stuff, all I usually need the official manual, and that thing is so great. How do we have things this nice? Yeah. Time before 24/7 comes back in some places where electricity problems are already normal. Live in one such place. Oh, right. Yeah. Penguin's dealing with like blackouts. It's crazy. Only yesterday we got electricity in Temp House, and only today we got it back here in Inner Hodar. Here, internet isn't guaranteed 24/7. It's so funny that you feel yourself having PTSD after that. Used to be a society, yes. Okay, we're so close. Two more. Um, what does this do? Declaration inside a package image. Image interface. This is going above over my head. This is an exercise. All right, fine. For 1 week, it was actually amazing how to spend time on things you had instead of constant search for new information. I did a I went analog for 4 days when I was in Montreal. And to keep myself stimulated, I went out on a lot of walks without my phone. Without my phone. Um and how I dealt with getting around the city, because I didn't use Google Maps to like make my way to a certain place. I'd go to the metro station and they'd have like a map of Montreal. I discovered so many cool shortcuts you wouldn't have found using Google Maps to get around the city. It was very interesting. And to keep track of time, I'd stop by like um again the subway stations because they'll have a clock to like keep track of like what hour of the day it was. I don't know why I did it. I just felt so overstimulated. I was like, let's just go analog for a bit and not like have everything so easily accessible to me and see how that feels. Um when internet it was funnier to gather info, you decided to criticize. I mean, we're reminiscing, Penguin, right? Obviously, like we do like the internet. We're just we're just in nostalgia mode. There's a lot of cool things about the internet. Sometimes it's nice to like think about what it used to be like before it, because in the end, like it has made information very accessible um to a lot of people, right? It's not that bad. I think Christopher just like didn't use the internet for 1 week. Yeah. And in Sri Lanka, there are scheduled blackouts just to save money on petrol, I guess gas. So like if I look up here, Sri Lanka scheduled blackout. Um Not nationwide. Power outage schedule. Or let's do Colombo. Power cut schedule. Oh, you got to select a affected area. How do I select a affected area? Or does this not work? But the reason they schedule the power outage is because they cannot afford to keep electricity running at all times. And that happens still today. The power cut scheduled for today, February 13, 2025. 1 hour power cut will be imposed in different zones under 4 categories between 5 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. The electricity board announced. Also had to wait for downloads, and waiting made it more exciting. I did not like waiting, Christopher. I had really bad internet when I was young. 100 MB would be like 1 hour of waiting. It was not fun. Waiting for presents on Christmas. And the chances of the download failing was high. I and many web pages you actually had to get from other people online on IRC because they were not discoverable by search engines. So you got really happy. Yeah, you did. You do. It is a very satisfying feeling. You're right. That's true. But Penguin, you also need to understand, right? Like, yeah, you're dealing with blackouts for a very different reason, and you shouldn't be dealing with that. And you're young, like you grew up connected, right? So like losing that access is like it's rough. But Christopher is from like a much different time, and his method of accessing info was very different to how we currently access info. And there's like an experience that he's trying to share from his younger days, that he's reminiscing. Yeah, he wasn't trying to like say that like you need to see where each of like they each where each other are coming from. Yeah. All right, we're gonna watch some videos. Bam bam. Kids playing outdoors. Okay, kids still do play outdoors, Christopher. It's not that bad. uh, which accessories fun will not spread worldwide means degradation of humankind. Extraordinarizing fun will not. This means degradation of humankind. Production. This is a path into apocalypse caused by. I think you're really deeping it, Penguin. We're just like he's just reminiscing on how it used to be, right? Like what you're describing right now is not what happened when we didn't have internet back in the day. Like I lived I when I got internet at the age of 9. So there was 8 years of my life where I did not have internet. If I wanted access to a game, like how I experienced GTA Vice City was by getting a friend to copy over. So either like borrow the CD from a friend, install it, or if I want the copy of the CD, I had to like use Nero, Nero, burning ROM, and then I had to go to like the closest stationery store and then buy like I needed to decide whether I needed an RW or just an R CD. Right? Did I have the money for a RW? Did I want to use the CD multiple times? No. But did I want to just like burn it once and keep that permanently? So yeah. Then I copy over the GTA Vice City installation into this CD. And that was how I kept my I you know what I learned recently, Zeno? It's called Nero burning ROM, right? Nero is the guy that burnt Rome. So it's not it's Nero burning Rome. What the heck? Hunting emotions just info, not for you. Result is info. more rational to use the internet. Yeah, but like, have you experienced what it was like to not have the internet to access and get the info you wanted? Right? Because I very much relate to Christopher because I worked at a library, right? And there's a lot of things that people wanted access to. Like there would be people coming to me at the library asking for access to a certain resource. And I'd be like, why can't they just find this on the internet? But the reason is because there isn't access to this particular info on the internet. It's stuff that was documented years ago. And helping them find that info, right? Being that middleman to get them the resource they want. I really enjoyed that process. Like the process of gathering info. If you treat it as like information gathering as a means to an end instead of just the journey, you're kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, there might be like cases where you need instant access to the info at all times. Um, but and being connected, being having access to the news, so you know like if a certain area is safe or not in your given area. Um, but say you just want access to like you want to write a book or you want to build a world, you want to not not like a non-fictional book, you don't want to write a work of fiction, but to build that world you have to do research. You want it to take inspiration from certain sources. That journey of like information gathering, learning, piecing it all together, putting it on like a board, going all like conspiracy theory, like mapping everything out, it is a very interesting process. It is a very fun journey. um right. And think about it in this terms, Penguin. Think about it as a programmer. Programming, people who love coding, they love the journey, right? If they didn't care about the journey, they can just go to the LLM. The LLM can give them something that works. It'll be half baked, but it does the job, right? It probably doesn't think about the edge cases, but it does the job. But then there are people who enjoy the journey. They enjoy the craft. They like putting like weeks of work at a time, making sure like every tiny bits and piece fits, you know, like is an expression of themselves. Within the internet is not publicly owned, is owned by finance, the core economic basis of imperialism. If you had experienced what I have, you had seen the world has degraded for 20 years. Social media has not made the world better, it has made it worse. I would. Okay, social media has its pros and cons. Access to information, having the internet, in my opinion, has made the world a lot better. Um, because the stuff that I've heard about, like what happened where my dad grew up, right? Being able to report and to put, like, to inform people about what's happening in a certain place, it didn't spread as wide. One, social stigma. People would shut people down from speaking about certain things. Social media gave people the ability to inform the world about what's happening anonymously. Um, that way, like you're able to raise certain issues about what's going on in a place without being, you know, held, without having a target on your back. Um, Teenagers joining the military is worse physical shape now than 20 years ago. We have demanded people ruling the largest war machines in the world. Everything is more expensive and worse quality. Ads are everywhere. Commercial breaks are longer and happens more often. Yeah, those are all valid too. But overall, quality of life has been much better. Like, I guess from a materialistic perspective, I understand why you think that like the a person who grew up around like a culture of like consumerism, because most of the world didn't have that culture um until recently. And yeah, we're consuming worse quality media, but in terms of quality of life, access to like news info, what's going on, access to safety, being able to like inform the authorities instantly, having internet is has made like quality of life easier. um it's a big can of worms. I really don't know how to navigate or like articulate what's in my head right now. Easier is not necessarily better, but I don't know, like cheaper access to food, um being, I don't know, it completely depends on where you grew up as well, right? Completely depends on where you grew up, because I'm seeing it from the perspective of like countries like India and Sri Lanka, where access to the internet has made the lives of the people there significantly better than before. Um, and people who come from countries that are, affected by war, having the ability to like record what the military is doing, and putting like, the military, like most military operations end up with them like taking advantage of the locations they occupy. Like they end up torturing and raping um the individuals of the towns they go into, and now they are less likely to do so with like cameras on their back all the time, and just anything that they do can be like broadcasted to the whole world. um Hot and humid kind. I'm grateful to have in the filthiest of rich couldn't have 150 years ago. Yeah, and I grew up in Saudi. Saudi's kind of like privileged upbringing compared to like my relatives in Sri Lanka and India. But when I do go there, I don't know how to deal with how they deal with not being having the AC turned on all the time. Everyone meets online. It's not the same. That's a generalization. There are a lot of people that still do meet outside of like the internet. Just like what made it easier for people to meet online, that they use it as a crutch. But you can still, in capitalism, some short period work, you have money to go consume, which only achieved at some period of capitalism development, which ended up with crisis, cause markets money have got used for consumption, and now capitalism needs to solve the upcoming crisis. I cannot digest what you're saying, Penguin. I don't understand. because I grew up in Saudi. Saudi is like very consumer, right? Like I didn't grow. Well, there's a nice balance. Like Saudi consumed a lot of games and media and sports. Um, Whereas my relatives, they didn't. All they spent their money on is food. Um, like they only had the idea of like buying like designer or even like collectible toys or like trading card games or board games, video games. That is something that they're participating in very recently. Before that, it was just basic necessities. Same with my grandparents in India, because they barely had money to make ends meet, and that was their lived reality of where they were and the people surrounding them. So for them to see like me and my family have the extra money to just partake in like traveling, buying like a fancy new computer, buying games for myself, even spending money on the internet, right? When I went to Sri Lanka, they were like mad that I was using their internet bills. They're like, this is only for like when we require. And when they require the internet, is just so that they can talk to relatives in different areas. They didn't use it to watch YouTube. They didn't use it to. It was like they were on a meter and they had to like. It was very different. But and this is like how many years ago? 16 years ago, right? But I go there now, they have a lot more money, they have fancy house, they're spending my cousins have kids. I can't afford to have kids. They can have kids. They have unlimited internet. They have much nicer quality of life. But because, and they still meet people, and like they're very social. They have people at their homes all of the time. But that was their upbringing. Is I can't do that. I can't do the whole like having people at home and entertaining people all of the time. I guess I'm a little bit more individualistic. I like putting time into my hobbies and books and movies, and whereas they like to do things as a collective. Mother's family growing up had to grow some of their own food, so they had enough to afford a house and stuff. Occurred very recently. Nobody has seen that before. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's watch some retro tech stuff. Why are Linux IO devices called Kitty? Sorry, I repeat it.
The RS-232 standard is the greatest non-standard standard that's ever been invented, but all it's really trying to do is solve the problem of sending information digitally. And that's a problem that's been solved for over 100 years. Like this 1924 Morchrome-Kleinschmidt teletype solves. And to solve that problem, each key press is encoded into a specific binary value that is sent out serially, one bit at a time. So if I push a key here, we can see that serial data showing up on the scope over there. So if we take a look at, say, letter Y right here, we can see that we start at a low level and then we go to a high level here, and that is a start bit. Just a little bit of information saying, hey, let's get this party started. And then the letter Y itself is encoded into 5 bits of binary data, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. That 5 bits of binary data is sent serially, 1 bit after the other. And you can see the timescale on the bottom here is about 20 milliseconds per division. So it takes about 22, 23 milliseconds per bit to be sent down the line. Trying to bring this teletype into the modern era is going to present us primarily with 2 large hurdles, and the first is voltage levels. For the sake of this demonstration, I used 20 volts, but normally this teletype is going to be playing around with 120 volts on a 60 milliamp current loop. However, if it's the 1960s and it's the 1970s and you have a computer that has at most plus 12 volts, it's going to be a little difficult to interface that computer with a teletype on a 120 volt 60 milliamp current loop. And this is where the EIA RS-232 standard comes in. This is a collection of rules that clarifies the specifications of this type of serial communication between 2 devices. So for a logic low level, it dictates that plus 3 volts to plus 15 volts is where it should fall. For a logic high level, it's between minus 3 volts and minus 15 volts. Now, the RS-232 standard also covers a lot of other things like flow control and connector size and cabling and things like that. But the one thing that it doesn't clarify is how the data going down that serial transmission line is encoded. In this case, we're sending just 5 bits with a start bit. Now that presents a couple of problems because 5 bits only allows you to count up to 32 unique combinations. And this is where the ASCII standard comes in. It's a way of using either 7 bits to encode 128 unique characters or 8 bits to encode 256 unique characters. And that means that we can have uppercase or lowercase and all sorts of special characters and numbers and all of this wonderful stuff that we can send out using just a single byte over the RS-232 standard, which this Data General Nova is doing right now. If you look at the scope, you can see that the logic high level is sitting at about 4 to 5 volts, and the logic low level is sitting at about -6 volts. This falls squarely in that RS-232 standard. And actually, this concept of sending ASCII data down an RS-232 specified serial line is still in use today on modern machines. And you now know that all of that traces its lineage way back over 100 years to a 5-bit standard on teletypes. And that's why in Linux, all of your input-output devices are called TTY, for teletype. That's pretty cool.
Nice. But yeah, it's very important to, like, when someone says something, to understand where they're coming from and why they like, you may not agree, you may agree, or you may heavily disagree with what they're saying, but to be dismissive of what they're saying is you're dismissing their lived experience, the environment they grew up in, right? So it's best to approach even someone you disagree with not with a combative response. Like, you try to understand why they're saying what they're saying, where they're coming from, when they experience what they've experienced. That way you'd understand why they have that stance and why they feel that way about certain thing. And you may be able to come to an agreement if you take that approach, or at least come to a mutual understanding. Like, you may disagree with each other, but you'll understand why someone has an opposing opinion. I think that's a very important thing that I've learned throughout life. Is there are a lot of people I do admire and I like, but I don't agree with a lot of their stances. I don't agree with their politics. I don't agree with um how they live their life, but I admire like the person behind them, like what they went through, what they had to overcome, um and their lived story, the story behind the person. Unless they're like being hateful and discriminatory and they just don't want to listen to whatever you have to say, then they can fuck off. Okay, another Kyle Lentit video. Let's check this out. He's been on a roll lately. Oh, speaking of, there's another guy that makes these like tech um satire, Joma Tech. He hasn't posted in so long. If Yu-Gi-Oh was about tech jobs. Before this, his last video was 8 months ago. But this is 27 minutes. I don't think I can watch that.
All right, team. Welcome to our OKR alignment and calibration sync. Today is about clarity, ownership, impact. Today is about pretending we know the future. Before we start, North Star metric, company growth, smart goals, specific, measurable, achievable, you know the deal. Give them to me. My goal is to survive Q4. Kayla,
Increase user happiness.
think more specific.
Increase user happiness specifically.
What does OKR mean? OKR? Objectives and key results. Okay.
Now we're cooking.
But how do we measure happiness?
We can measure anything. So we put all the
You can
OKRs.
measure anything.
Yeah, I know you're new here, but we can't assign the OKR to another department. All right, so we keep this one at department level. I'll end up owning it anyway.
3 years.
That's okay. Okay, I'll put you as a placeholder with yellow color. Look at the sheet. All my names are there in yellow color. You should have probably brought that up in the retro.
Shouldn't we first
In the
review
retro.
last quarter OKRs and not the new management ones?
Okay. Last quarter was last quarter.
We didn't achieve them. Shouldn't they carry forward?
You're the
Not
OKR
his
expert
problem.
now. Management has another short-term OKR that came up. We build an enterprise search tool across knowledge databases, tools, documents, so that your employees can finally find the procurement policy faster. I assume with
Procurement policy.
AI. With AI, yes.
With AI,
AI
yes.
has been doing all of that for 2.5 months.
Yeah, has management not noticed we are off the procurement load? Okay. We'll put it as 80% integration for now.
By the way, we have an audit coming up. Should we put an audit pass as an OKR?
That's automated already, don't worry. Okay, see, but that's a great bottom-up OKR. Bottom-up OKRs, give them to me.
Reduce on-call burnout?
Are you gonna take this to management, present it formally, and align it with business priorities?
I thought you were going to take it on.
Yeah. Nice of them to provide subs though.
Great. So we
Great.
discussed that one.
Yeah. Yacht kayak.
User growth. Fill me in on that one. It's your OKR.
By the way, what happens if we fail any of the OKRs?
Why are you planning to fail them?
No, I'm not. I just thought that 20% user growth is uncertain given the whole core module team quit.
Fuck.
Okay, what do you think?
I hate
we
the
gotta-
Slack notification.
What are we actually tracking?
3%?
Okay, we put 2.8%, 3% is a stretch. Oh, looks like it's 2019 all over again.
Oh my god.
I know what you think of this. I know how the template looks like from where you're sitting. A checkbox. Process invented so that managers feel in control. This framework, OKRs, was invented by Andy Grove, who fled Hungary 20 years ago. And he ended up building one of the greatest companies in the history of companies. by writing
Which
things
company?
down. You think I like OKRs? I've been in OKR meetings for 11 years and 6 months. I was with a team, brilliant team, completely fall apart in 1 quarter. Do I think this specific template is perfect? No. Do you think I believe 100% user happiness is a real metric? Probably not. The alternative is nothing, and nothing is worse. So I'm asking you, there's someone who's also in this room, who also has to fill in this template. Help me. Anyone in this room willing to join me on my mission, please stand up.
They don't have a choice.
Where is the charger? Definition of done.
Done?
Well, that's not measurable.
It's binary.
That's not measurable.
Q4.
So it's not yes or no?
Yes.
That's binary.
No. Can we just reduce the target so we automatically hit 80%? Yes. That's a pragmatic approach. I like that.
And what if we miss even those?
Again, my objective is just surviving Q4. You think this is a joke? No. Let's keep going. Q3 into Q4. Big quarter. Transformative quarter.
Transformative
Walk us
quarter.
through where we landed on our OKRs and what that means for the road ahead. First objective, key result, 100% user happiness. Now, we didn't hit our goal. I want to reframe that. We built the instrumentation. the tracker exists, so...
Fuck.
So, Q3 into Q4, big quarter, transformative quarter. I want to walk us through where we landed on our OKRs and what that means for the road ahead.
OKRs? Who cares about OKRs? Let's get to the next agenda point. We're losing 5% of our customers every week. What are we doing about that? Can we set up a KPI dashboard?
Well, yeah,
KPI,
that could be one
yeah,
of the
that's-
OKRs.
Okay, yeah, whatever. What are we doing about churn? Can we set up a KPI dashboard to track exactly how much we're losing?
KPI
Can
dashboard.
we get that done fast? How fast?
Oh my god.
So, did you fill in your OKRs? I couldn't find them.
I saw the CEO said no one cares about the OKRs. And also our entire product changed. These OKRs were for a CRM tool. We're now building AI voice agents.
I know what you think of this. I know what it looks like from where you're sitting. A checkbox. A process someone invented so managers could feel in control, but
Enterprise search, production-ready code, agentic workflows. If you want to have AI for the enterprise, then use Mistral AI. Made in Europe.
In France, right? Mistral? How has Mistral been doing? I know that they have a meme. They've been trending because of a meme lately. Les chatons fat. Les chatons fat. What's their pricing? And used by Krafton. They got sued. Wait, what is Krafton? Wait, who got sued? What? Bruh. If Yu-Gi-Oh was about tech jobs.
I summoned my engineering manager and I put him in defense mode to vouch for me during this performance calibration. I also put 2 cards face down and I end my turn. Are you sure you want to do this? If we lose, we might be put on PIP. Or worse, be banished to the Shadow Realm. Shut up, pussy. I play peer feedback magic card, which allows me to special summon 3 different cross-functional partners, a product manager, a data scientist, and a designer.
All right.
And I use them all to attack your engineering manager. Using negative feedback, I activate my trap card, Broken Goal Metrics. This allows me to reflect your attacks back to your data scientist and blame his work for not having proper goals for engineers to goal on. I used the PM to summon 5 bug reports. I played cannot reproduce closing tickets to instantly get rid of all these reports. I also summoned AI agent, which increases my productivity points by 100%, but adds 200% tech debt. Tech debt effects
Oh
are
no,
delayed
the
for 3
zoomies.
turns. This penalty is negated, as I will have played change teams before it triggers. I summon HR, and I activate activity tracker. This allows me to track your mouse movements, keystrokes, and screen captures, and it reveals that you were absent for 15 days last quarter. You've triggered my trap card. I activate mental health days.
Mental
This
health
card
day.
stipulates that since your toxic working conditions led to my burnout, it is legally impossible for you to penalize my absences without risking a massive class action lawsuit. That's a stupid ass card and you know it. Give up already. There is nothing left in your hand to deny my promotion. I'd say normally you'd definitely get that promo, but there is no but. I'm getting my promo. But what you fail to account for is that my deck contains an unstoppable force. Company-wide layoffs. Impossible! I have assembled all conditions necessary to summon this card. AI, COVID, investor pressures, geopolitical headwinds. I summon company-wide layoffs, aka Exodia!
It's not possible. We're a well-capitalized big tech company. You can easily afford all your employees.
I don't care. Exodia, obliterate him to the permanent underclass!
Interesting. Anyway, yeah, thank you for your input. So this is your severance agreement, and if you just sign over there, we should be good.
And thank you for your contributions during your tenure with the company. We are grateful for your efforts.
Open to work.
Hey man, I know the job market is scary, but with your background, you can get a job in cybersecurity. They're still hiring like crazy right now.
Cybersecurity.
I don't know much about hacking. Well, luckily, today's sponsor is Try Hack Me.
Try Hack
Am I
Me.
supposed to try to hack into this fake bank? That's right. This is your first room. You learn by actually hacking things. It's all in your browser. No setup. It's free to sign up now with
6,
tons
7.
of free rooms to play, and you can use JOMA30 to get 30% off your annual plan. Link is in the description.
Nice.
College students are rapidly losing the ability to read. That was
Watch that on my own time. I'm gonna play Batman. Yeah, I've been live for 2 hours already. Where? Get my cable. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. What do you have to get to know? Any interesting plans for the weekend? Really? Change category. I hate that they don't have keeping in the background. City. Okay. I may need to, because I don't know how to handle navigating, possibly getting more DMCAs on YouTube. I may have to just private my because it's a good way to archive all my streams. With Twitch Turbo, I can only do up to like 60 days at a time. Bow, 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 bow. Use crouch to move silently and quickly. Okay, wait. I remember this.
Did you hear the noise that last doctor was making?
I like it when they scream like that.
Me too. She was one of the loud ones, though. A real
There's two in there. There's one there.
Come to think of it, he is sick and a little delusional. I hope for your sake he's right.
Keep talking, Harley. When Jay's back, he'll trade you in for a new model.
Can I hang this guy? No.
I'll cover this way. Here, don't let him get in. You take the door.
Help me! Someone!
Shut it, Doc! I hear it. Yeah, and I'll blow your face off. Understand?
Sounds like someone's gonna save you. Please, help me!
Shut it, bitch! You're my ticket out of here!
If you don't stop him, I'll tell Mr. J, and he'll cut off your legs and make you tap dance.
We can stop anytime.
Oh. I need to take him down right after.
Here's the plan. Spread out and find this son of a bitch. Got it?
Let him spread out.
What's going on here? I thought we were in charge. I found someone! Stay calm. We need to keep it together and find him. If we lose it...
Stay here. I'll go check it out.
Oh, someone's gonna come? Okay.
Oh, for the love of Mr. J! Mr. J.
You're not getting past.
Oi.
How do you think poor Mr. J is gonna get better if you idiots fail to stop them?
Can you stand?
Give me a second. What's wrong with these people? That crazy woman thinks I can fix the Joker.
What's wrong with him?
There's something in his blood, some kind of toxin. It's killing him.
It's killing them.
He blames something called Titan.
Titan?
Yeah. Do you know what he's talking about? He kept going on about his last laugh.
Doc. Isn't that information supposed to be confidential?
What's happening? How does she know what we're saying?
Get that door sealed up nice and tight, boys. We don't want that fireman escaping, do we?
At least they won't be getting in. We're safe, right?
Wait here, Doctor.
What the hell are you doing?
I need to get out of here. Someone needs to stop Joker.
What's that?
Stay here. You'll be safe.
You sure?
If you hear anyone coming, hide. I'll be back.
Remote electrical charge. High current charge to power generators and electromagnets. Can be fired at enemies to administer a localized non-lethal electric shock. Okay. Breaking Joker's office in the loading bay. Is that it? That's... Use it to provide power to motorized equipment. I'm still gonna increase my ballistic armor because I want resistance to bullets.
Quinn slowed me down. I need to get back after Joker.
Aqua, remote electric charge. Oh, neat. Oh, there's another.
It's not a plan. It's a suicide note.
I'm not scared of him. The door's welded shut, and he's just some freak in a costume.
Okay, then you stand in front.
Why, you chicken?
Will you two just shut the hell up and get ready? I don't like this any more than you do. But if we got one chance, it's that we all jump him. Together.
Alright, how do I... It's welded shut.
No way through.
Now what do I do? Get to his office.
Protocol 10 will commence in 9 hours.
Joker's office. Where am I to go? Oh, okay, I need to go to his office there. I'm on the right path. Where is it? Be-doo, be-doo. Oh, what up,
Did you
Quinn?
get out of the smelting chamber, B-Man? What did you build? Tell me, tell me!
Harley, get back in here. I think I'm...
Too slow, you big ugly bat!
What do I do? You get up there? Oh, I need to tell my friend that I'm playing. Ba-da-ba-da.
What? I'm busy.
I need to get into Joker's office first.
We'll kill you, Batman!
You deserve every smack in the face you get, Bat Brain!
Yug. You're gonna die, Bat Freak!
Give him a kick
You!
Get out of my way, Quinn.
Leave us alone, B-Man! Just leave me with him.
I said move!
Huh. No! This is all your fault! You've hounded him for years, beat him to a pulp, and for what? Why are you so mean?
Surprise!
You fell for the old fake Joker gag, Batman.
Batter up!
Wonder Tower, huh? They taught us about that
Sounds
thing
like
in
the
school.
detective will be busy with the Joker for a while. Good. Gives this kitten some time to play. So what next? Help tall, brooding, and handsome? Or help myself do all the loot Professor Strange has locked up in that vault of his? I know. Difficult choice, right? What will it be? Find Croc and have him rip a hole into the vault? Ask Penguin for some explosives? Not my style. I always prefer a woman's touch in these situations. Stay where you are, Ivy. I'm coming to get you. I need to get my kit from my apartment. No way I can face Ivy without my things. I'd be naked without them.
It's the cat! There's a fight going on over there! This'll be easy, freak! So that's the plan. Yep. I ain't so sure. Look, we've been through Why would he do that? Once, get a reward, everyone's happy.
What if the reward is a bullet between the eyes? Or worse? The stories, he's a monster. I heard he dropped Razor in a pool filled with boiling water and razor blades. He thought he was a monkey.
Man, that does sound pretty funny. Razor should never have left Lucas. Oprah was always on his mind. He'll be fine, I'm sure it will. Whatever else happens, let him all get free drinks in the iceberg.
Drinks? You should have said that earlier. I'm in.
of Arkham City. You have given up your basic human rights because of your crimes against
Well, how are we supposed to
Oh,
find
what the heck? Sorry, Nilponer.
is a safe
What up, Nilponer? Welcome back.
So what? How does he know?
How am I supposed to?
And Fallen, hello. Sorry, my mic was turned off. I said hi. I didn't ignore you.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because Catwoman left him hanging over that acid tank.
Can use service hatches to swing to the.
He had it just where he wanted her, and that bitch broke free.
Oh, she can go upside down.
Maybe it's because you spend half your life eating that crap in those tins, and the other half on a crapper.
Yeah, there's something wrong with it.
Then here's an idea. Stop eating it and
Right, they
find
had
out
no
where
business
Catwoman's
making
been
her
hiding.
this hot. What the fuck?
What the hell is she doing here?
She can whip. I want to be the enemy.
This won't take.
Here, take it. Whoa! Who do you think you are? Let's go. Thief vision. Oh. So thief vision just tells her entry points.
It's good to be home.
Oh, she has cats in her house. That's it? I got my stuff. Call traps. Anti-personal device will leave traps for unsuspecting enemies. Anyone walking over call traps will be tripped up and fall to the ground. Okay. Knock down enemies in combat. Use quick fire controls to unleash 3 fire bollards at a time without losing your bolas.
Okay, Selena, time to find Ivy. Let's hope
Pounce
she's
up when
forgiven me.
under mesh seal.
Of course she has.
Okay.
She wouldn't hold a grudge.
Break into Ivy's lair. Okay.
Do not approach the wall. Failure to comply will be met with extreme force.
What is that combo? It says too late, too early. What does that mean? Too early? Like, is there a perfect timing? What does that mean? Oh, that makes it faster. Oh, good.
So, you really think Batman blew up the church?
Yeah. I mean, he was the last one in. Next thing, it's on fire.
It doesn't sound like the kind of thing that Batman would do. He was a trap. Harlequin tricks Batman into going into the church, and then the Joker blows it up. You know this. Joker, not a
These guys are crap. Unfortunately, or something.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, okay, I see, I see. Vision. Oh. Fuck, 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 fuck.
This way! She went this way! What?
Oh, she falls off. Hey, I'm gonna die.
The containment wall surrounding Arkham City is designated out of bounds to all prisoners. Can approach the containment
Damn it.
wall.
You shouldn't have come here, Selena.
Oh, that's cool. They don't just use the Joker as the death scene anymore. Wait, I gotta go to the washroom. We're back. Enjoy cat. Oh yeah. I've been enjoying just drinking water lately since I reduced my caffeine because of the eczema. Is there a way I can sneak in? Do I just go up?
Well, what do we have here? Weird out-of-place plants, check. Mindless hypnotized henchmen, check. The oh-so-subtle odor of
fuck.
rotting pumpkins, check. Looks like I've found the entrance to Ivy's lair.
There should be a way.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
To take them down. Can I? Oh, no, no, no. Fuck, 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 fuck.
This way! She went this
No.
way!
I'm cooked. Fuck, 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 fuck.
A butterball with a trick umbrella. Sorry, you're a criminal.
Can I go under?
What? Over here! I got
Oh, fuck me. Grenade?
I think I saw Croc moving suddenly head out of the sewers once. Down there.
Do not approach the wall. Failure to comply will be met with extreme force.
Do not enter. Oh. How do I go under this? God. Wait, how do I jump up?
Hey guys, I think we did it. She's gone. This place is dangerous every day. She's back!
That, okay.
I lost her!
No!
Over here!
Fuck! For some reason, it can complain about mechanics, and it happened.
This way! She went this
My
way!
mechanics?
Over here! Got her!
Did I complain about mechanics? No, I'm dead. How do it? Oh. I didn't complain, I'm just like, how do I do it? I think the mechanics of this game is pretty neat though. Fuck, I'm dead. How are you, Cass? It's been a bit. How are you?
Selena.
How you been? What you been up to? Alright, again.
What the? God! Everyone, get your asses over here now!
We're using knockout will. How do I just climb?
She's here!
Oh, all of them see me. Hello?
Too scared to take on me? Not surprised.
Okay. Now. Where's game's feeling? Game's pretty nice so far. It's interesting the difference in the mechanics between the first game and this one. It's more open world. The game feels more fluid.
Hello? Ivy? You here?
You shouldn't have come here.
Oh, come on. You're not seriously going to hold that against me forever, are you?
You killed them all.
There's so many
They
baddies
were
in the
just
game as well.
flowers, Ivy. I'll buy you some new ones. I know a place that...
Ah!
Come on, Red. Can't we just... Oh, for the love of... Hey, Pammy, here's an idea. If you want a boyfriend, how about trying the dating route?
It's this voodoo crap. You can't outrun nature, Selena. My
Hi.
spores will fill your lungs and kill you from within.
Why am I coughing?
Done, Red?
Okay. This is rising. Where do I go? Oh, climb to ledge. Another round.
Do you really think you can beat Mother Nature? A billion microorganisms will enter your bloodstream. Spores will grow, replacing the blood in veins. And when I'm done, your flesh will be replaced with blood.
Are we done yet, Ivy? I just want to talk, that's all.
If you're still breathing, it's not over.
She's consistent, I'll give her that.
I've spent weeks perfecting the toxins that will destroy your pathetic meat sack of a body.
Hi. Oh, fuck. Oh, she's here. Hey!
Look, Red, I just need your help.
Never.
Not again.
You've got some nerve, Selena.
Get back here, Harley.
And I want to know who he is, sweetie.
No one's who you think they are, my dear. Why spoil
Joker
my
doesn't really
fun?
care about who the Batman is.
Lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me.
Why should I care?
Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, Bats.
No.
Come on. Don't tell me it's not what you've always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close, and then it was taken from me.
So we both die. I'm fine with that.
Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same.
What are you talking about?
Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping
What the
samples
heck?
of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city.
So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more.
Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. I'll be in touch!
I'm listening.
Is someone feeling a little down?
What do you want?
Oh, Bats, cheer up. It won't kill you. Oops.
Where is the cure? Who has it?
I had our cold-hearted friend Mr. Freeze making it, but he's gone dark on me.
I'll find him.
I bet you.
Alfred, Joker's poisoned me. He may have poisoned Gotham too. Mr. Freeze has the only cure.
What are you waiting for, then? He's in Arkham City. Find him.
If only it was that simple. He'll be somewhere cold. He needs to be kept at sub-zero temperatures to survive.
I don't wish to worry you, but it is the middle of winter out there.
I noticed. I've calibrated the cowl to track heat signatures. I'll find the coldest point in Arkham City.
And recover the cure. Coldest point. Which way? Oh, we're going in the correct direction.
Freeze thinks he's got up there in his tower. Things are gonna change.
Freeze's lab must be this way. I'm definitely heading toward the coldest point.
I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. A hotline straight to my bestest friend in the world. Just think, I can call you up whenever I get bored. I think our relationship is really maturing here. The next thing you know is we'll be exchanging emails or meeting up for romantic dinners.
The old GCPD building. Freeze must be using one of the old forensics labs. I've got to get in there.
Wow. With their side missions.
Can anyone help me? Please, I'm trapped on the roof of the Gotham FM building up to the north. I don't know how much longer I can stay hidden. Someone's trying to kill. Please, I'm on the roof of.
Augmented reality training.
Can anyone help me?
Help that guy.
What's stopping it? The door. It's shut tight.
So what now?
You two keep trying to get in. I'll blow their faces off if they try to get out.
And then what? We just grab free?
Strange has got a room somewhere in this place that's full of all the loot he's taken off us guys. Just give me 5 minutes in that place, and I'll come out a millionaire.
Where they trapped?
Stopping it! The door. It's shut tight.
So what now?
You two keep trying to get in. I'll blow their faces off if they try to get out.
And then what? We just grab freeze and take him back to the Joker?
Sounds like a plan. Anybody got anything
The
to
heck?
smoke?
Nah, I'm out. Since Joker and Penguin went to war, it's getting harder and harder to get what you need in here.
I know what you mean. Maybe Penguin's crew's got some. Guess we can find out after we kill them all.
Oh.
All Arkham prisoners are responsible for
You with all the new weapons those tiger creeps are using. They're insane.
to all prisoners in the Arkham Medical Center.
What?
He's a maniac, but Penguin is worse. He can't take over.
Now, how do I save this guy?
Please, I'm on the roof of the old Gotham FM building. Someone's after me. I don't know who.
On the roof. Okay.
Over here, Batman!
What are you doing up here?
There's someone after me. He's trying to kill me.
Who?
I think he works for Strange. That bastard has me working on his damn tower for 6 months. And no sooner is it all operational, he has me thrown in here.
What were you working on?
There are a number of signal relay points around the top of the tower. The specifications...
Oh no.
I need to set up a crime scene here. It's the only way to find out who killed this man. The bullet hit here.
Hell, is it all right for Tiger to be using guns like those? This is a prison, not a war zone.
What's the bat doing here?
Where did he come from?
Why doesn't someone just pick up those phones?
The shot was taken from somewhere around here. I should scan the area.
Deadshot.
There's the shell casing. Alfred, take a look at the image that's just uploaded to the Bat computer.
Is that what I think it is, Master Bruce?
It is. Deadshot is in Arkham City.
What's he doing there? Is he a prisoner?
It seems unlikely, but I'm not ruling anything out.
So, it's the world's greatest detective versus the world's deadliest assassin. Who's going to win?
Not him. Send me the full database entry for Deadshot. I've uploaded everything I know about the victim. I'll be in touch.
$1950. Floyd Lawton, deadliest gun for hire in the world. Never misses a shot, especially with his pair of silenced wrist-mounted 9mm cannons. Deadshot disdains himself almost as much as his corrupt targets. Several prison psychologists have diagnosed him with suicidal tendencies. Batman's the only person who has made Deadshot miss, a distinction that puts Dark Knight about at the top of Deadshot's hit list. All right. Find further leads to continue the investigation. Now we go back to where is GCPD building is here. Yeah. Do you have a pet, Fallen?
Will only occur at these times and in these locations. Prisoners are responsible for ensuring food is distributed fairly.
Shall we do the training? Let's do this training.
Augmented reality training activated.
If I get out of this place in one piece, I'm heading for blood. Augmented reality
Oh.
training failed.
Augmented reality training activated.
Somewhere there's one big ass vault full of money, and everything else strangers taken from it.
Augmented reality training complete.
Okay, where's the GCPD building? There. Yo, Zane, what's up? New look? I got a hair transplant. So I can't wear a cap temporarily. Yeah. Okay, how do I get in?
What's that? You ain't getting away from me! Grenade!
The containment wall
They're all
surrounding
coming up.
Arkham City is designated out of bounds.
Over here! Now! I found someone!
Not approach.
Did I shave my head? Yes. I got a hair transplant, Arun.
No good. He won't wake up.
3 days ago. So I can't wear a cap for a moment. For like 10 days. They took follicles from the recipient, the donor area, and then they put it in the recipient area. Yeah. How is the stream, Arun?
That's it. We're screwed.
Looking like David Goggins. I could tell I didn't want to ask. Yeah.
We're all dead.
I was like using a PNG tuber for like a couple for like 1 day because at that time it was like quite bad.
Come on, someone must know where he is. behind you.
The doctors did a decent job. The first day was painful though, like after the anesthesia wore off, my head was burning. Trying to avoid transplants but you have a decent your hairline's fine, right? Or are you seeing signs?
This way! He went this way! I lost him. You gotta find him. Now. He got away. He's using smoke.
Like I've kept my head trimmed for the past like year. But why do you think you wear a hat 90% of the time? Okay. I thought your hair was fine. I don't know. Yeah, I kept wearing a hat because and I really don't like having to trim all of the time. Maintaining a shave is just frustrating.
This cannot be happening.
I tried like minoxidil for a bit, but that was not helping. So
Leave me alone, Batman.
yeah, I decided like let me try it. Transplant. I talked to a couple.
Get away from me.
Fucking hell. I tried going to a couple clinics for consultations. Some were like, so one place that I attended last year, they were so rushed. You take Fin and minoxidil? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can. And how has that been working out? How long have you been taking it for? The doctor was so rushed. He had like a 3-second look at me and then he just directly went into the pricing. Like, I was not happy with the experience. I had to pull all the information out of him. But this clinic that I went to, I was greeted by this. I thought that person was a nurse. He was Pakistani. And his English was like 5 to 6 months. Okay. That's not too long. I thought he was a nurse and his English was kind of broken. But he was taking like lifestyle details, history, family history, blah blah blah. If I used to use minoxidil, yeah, they don't show up until like 1 year. I used to take minoxidil in uni, then I took a break from it, and then I got back into it last year, and it was not giving any results. But when I was in uni, it really helped bring the volume back up. It was like a year of using it though, and took all the details and then greeted me into the office, and then he sat down. I thought I would be talking with a different doctor. He then scanned my hair with the camera and he was like, this is the donor area, this is the recipient area. You're going to take like 4,500 grafts. They went into the details of it all. And I told him I might be going on vacation to Japan and Korea, so I'm not going to commit yet. He's like, don't worry, don't rush it. Sometimes you might be nervous, sometimes you might back out. Just want to make sure you get all of the details and come when you're ready. And he was very reassuring. He didn't even bring up the price until I asked him, okay, so how much is it going to cost? And he said it's between 6,500 to 7,500 reals, which is around 1,700 USD. And that was much cheaper than anywhere else I went. The doctors that would do the transplant are Turkish. But he was just there for the consultation. And then I ended up doing it, and it cost $6,500, so exactly $1,700. And 3 Turkish doctors. They like, some of them took turns, and then sometimes they all 3 operated on me at the same time. The painful part was the beginning when they were injecting the local anesthesia, and like each time they like put the needle in to put the anesthesia, that was painful. But once the anesthesia takes into effect and when they're removing the follicles, there's no pain at all. And then once that process is done, and they have to re-inject anesthesia into the donor, into the recipient area, and then again you deal with the pain. Ringing phone. Locate ringing phone. There. After they re-inject anesthesia, and then they start putting everything into the recipient area, and then they let you out, and the anesthesia starts wearing off, and your head is burning, and like your head is tightening. The next 5 hours was like painful, and I was woozy. I was regretting it. I was like, I shouldn't have. I should have just like gone fully bald and embraced it. Like, fuck all of these people who influenced me into doing. Because everyone who's done a transplant recommended it. Like, they don't regret doing it. That I've met, and I was like, fuck you all for like, influencing me into doing this. But I slept and woke up and the pain was gone. So it was just like dealing with the pain for 5 hours. So they did the front of my head. There's a little bit remaining. They took 3,700 grafts. I'll see how the progress is in like 6 months. And they said that I'll need to do another round for the crown. That's like after 6 months. Ads. Oh, you had ads. Damn it. Where did I leave off? Where did I stop? I really should do a better job at keeping track of like when the ads trigger. I need to go to the washroom. I'll be right back. Yeah, there's no history of balding in my family. It started with me. My dad has a nice head of hair. My granddad too. Same with my mom's side. Oh no. So it started with me. And my brother is also seeing signs of like his crown thinning now. And my theory is we're both the first engineers in the family. The amount of pressure we had to go through is like nothing that they had to experience.
Hello, Batman. Do you recognize my voice?
Oh no.
Victor Zaz.
The
Zaz.
Flash. I'm so happy you remember me. I'll never forget you. I've got a special game planned, Batman. A game just for you. Ring, ring.
Working on anything on the side, Aaron, or just doing more lead codes for interview prep? Okay. How do I get in? Lead code and relearning CSS. Why would you do that to yourself? Is Tailwind still the meta, or is there better?
Do not attempt to escape from this facility. Tiger operatives will pacify any attempted...
Be surprised modern CS is very capable? Okay. Nice. Where do I have to go there? No, I don't want to go there. We have to be in the GCPD building. Locate Mr. Freeze and recover the cure. Crack free by identifying the coldest point. This is the coldest point. Until AI came along. Oh. Yeah, I'll shamelessly use LLMs to handle front end. It looks like Tailwind templates. Oh. So you're just using pure what is that? Yeah.
We've lost a camera in Sector 3.
Are you using pure HTML? HTMX? Arun has had experience with HTMX, if I recall correctly. He's a hypermedia enjoyer. Speaking of, I did say that I want to go through the HTMX book one day. Keeping that in the back burner. I promised Arun I'll do Raku. After Go, it'll be Raku. How do I go down? Parsons are a very funny guy.
The perimeter wall of Arkham City is patrolled by Tiger operatives. Do not approach the wall.
What's going on now?
Comply will be met.
Speak.
Oh, Batman, you sound impatient. That is good. That is very good. You'll need that to solve my little game. You may
He's
have
fine.
heard that I have been providing salvation to the mindless drones lucky enough to answer my calls.
Hardly salvation. You've been killing them.
That's a question of perspective. For example, from where I'm standing, I can see 3 little piggies just waiting for me to cure them of life. From their perspective, I'd imagine they see things differently.
If you hurt them, Zaz, I will hunt you down.
I bet you will. But first, a little game. Right now, somewhere in Arkham City, there's a phone ringing. I know it's a big place, but you need to find it. Take too long, and I kill these piggies.
What?
And don't try anything clever. I had a friend help me bounce the signal through every relay from here to Bloodhaven. You'll never find me. Now hang up that phone and start running. Ring, 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 ring.
Answering the will kill his hostage. What the fuck? I shouldn't have picked up the phone. Bro, it's so hard to focus on the main quest in this game. I'm hunting Mr. Freeze, but Victor's ass.
As I am sure you are aware, my parents were dead and I was rich. So rich I could have anything I wanted, but of course,
Victor's ass dragged me into a side quest.
I now know that that was impossible, of course, that their death served a higher purpose. But back then, I had yet to experience the joy of cold steel cutting through warm flesh. I had no idea how I could save these people from the relentless misery of their existence.
You should have stayed that way.
Really? Then I'll stop now. Find another telephone, Batman. Goodbye.
I'll kill you, Bat Freak!
Okay. Now I want to go back to GCPD. Where's GCPD? Fuck. I went across the city. Isn't GCPD somewhere? Alright.
Riddler's back, huh? Figures. I see you here. Did you hear that Bruce Wayne had been brought in here? Keep up, man. Penguin went to meet him.
How did he know? He's got some kind of deal going with Strange. That's why he's got Freeze down there.
Really?
What the hell's wrong with you? How come you don't know any of this?
I don't know. Maybe I was taking a leak. But let me just bring you up to speed. Penguin's got Freeze down in the museum. Figure he's got him to piss off Joker, which is good. You know the boss. He likes trophies, so he wants Wayne. Batman. Hell, he's got room for Catwoman and the kid Batman hangs out with, too.
Sounds exciting.
The kid, Robin.
Just make sure Batman...
days ago.
You're full of crap, man. I saw Joker's girlfriend going in there earlier. If anyone blew up the church, it was her.
Harley Quinn.
Does he have another?
What is it? I don't know. I'm sure this is the place.
Oh,
So
what?
do we just wait?
What are they saying?
We have to.
With the pay hike? Ooh. What? Their loss. Did they not counter offer when you were leaving? Bro, you're in demand. Let's go. Must feel good. With their hike, is it matching what you're currently? Do I want to answer this call? Fuck no. Nothing at that time. Well, their loss. Not even close, yeah.
If I hack this radio, I'll be able to listen into all of Penguin's communications.
Did you tell them? Did they ask early on how much? Did they ask when you're leaving how much the other company was offering, or they're like, "It okay, cool, you can go." He asked reason. I told them you're not loving how we are moving. Okay, good. Wait, they knew that you got a job somewhere else, though, right? You didn't just say like I'm piecing out.
Good. Make sure it stays that way.
No problem.
Oh my god.
God, I lost him. Find him now.
I'm not really feeling. I'm a little overwhelmed. All it. My throat's itchy. They found out through old colleagues. Oh, okay. Okay. And emailed you yesterday. Well, now they know that like how much value you are providing. They should have done it proactively instead of waiting for you to have left. Well, karma's a bitch. And you have way more ownership over this current job. Yeah. Did you respond to them? Or you just like ghosting them? Is Maya Rayner still live? I want to raid her. Yes, she is. No, ghost. Yeah, not worth the back and forth. Let them deal with it. All right, I'm gonna call it. I'm hungry. I'm gonna sleep early. Get my 8 hours. Thank you all for hanging. It was fun earlier today. Good talk as well. We read Maya. She's cool. She's making a Game Boy emulator. And she's very yappy. She's one of like kind of like me, where like I'll work on something, but I'm okay with talking about anything. And she has fishes, live fishes. That's a live feed. She's very bubbly, very cool. I've been sleeping. I only discovered her like last week. So she's making a GBA emulator. She's not using AI in the process. We'll give her a high. She's very like fun personality. You guys will like her. All right. Take care, everyone.